All right, I guess let's kind of get it going. We can introduce ourselves. So, welcome into all the chatters. We are on SpeedGaming 3. We are in the winners finals of the Metroid Dread NE% NMG rookie tournament. We have Ark here and Sat. I am one of the commentators for y'all today. I am Ross. I stream
And
the
B-Dog.
game and I play it at a very moderate level. We also have B-Dog. He can introduce himself. He's pretty good at the game. He has a few records over time. So, B-Dog, go ahead and introduce yourself there.
Hello, everyone. I'm B-Dog. Yeah, not much more I can say than what Ross said.
There you go. It speaks for itself. So we'll let chat kind of filter in here. Hope to have a lot of viewers watching this today. We'll probably get started here, I would imagine, within about 5 minutes. Like I said, this will be the winners bracket finals between Ark and Sat. If y'all know who they are, then you know amazing runners at the game, multiple categories, world records for both. So we are super hyped, as we hope you all are today. This is what we all came here to see. This is kind of the main event for the winners bracket right now. Not the grand finals. We'll have to get through the losers bracket and then make up the grand finals later. But for the winners bracket, this is the final match. It's single elimination. And today we will see who comes out on top in the winners bracket. So should be very high level runs. These two runners will be essentially going for pretty much all the hardest strats in the game, all the most optimal time saves, and get ready as we are because we're going to see some high level runs today. So
Yes, this race will be very, very exciting. Both of these runners have knocked out some very good times in both the bracket and in the qualifiers. In fact, Arkandy has gotten a world record in a qualifier, and satorha has also gotten a world record in a qualifier. So that's pretty crazy.
no reset world records is kind of what we have there. So yeah, it should be really exciting. Good luck to both the runners. You can see the chat already filtering in. Manny, Exception, Gallon. I'm probably mispronouncing the names. But definitely echo those thoughts. Good luck to both the runners. Really hope to see some really solid runs, strong paces, and would love to see a tight one for the last race here. It would be great to watch a really, really exciting one. We won't speak of the trick yet that they're going to do at a point in the run. But yeah, it will be very exciting and should be getting kicked off very soon. And I still don't have audio, so good thing I've actually memorized the audio track in my mind. So if I don't have audio, I'll be hearing it in my head. So it'll be great. JLac in there. Congrats to JLac on the PB last night. Good for him. I'm about as amped as I've been for any of the races, including my own, because I assume going into most of the races that I'm going to struggle. So I'm happy to watch two people that I assume will have some really good runs and super duper excited.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
The main event is
All right. Looks like our runners are getting ready.
Look at Sat over there. Sat looks so nervously happy, I believe. I think Sat just looks really happy to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait for this race to start.
Like I feel like we might be the perfect two people to commentate this because we're so excited and so kind of involved with this route in this tournament. So super excited. I'm so excited, chat, that don't tell my work right now, but I took some time off of work to do this, to commentate this. So if you run into anyone I work with, please do not tell them that I'm commentating this currently.
All right, we'll be starting in a little bit. We have satorha, Sat on the right, and Arkandy on the Sat on the left, Arkandy on the right.
What? That Ark? I never knew. He looks a lot like Sat.
They're clones.
There you go.
Oh my!
Some of
We're
the
both
movement may be clone.
So they're both going to be playing on rookie mode. That is the standard difficulty for this tournament. I believe a couple matches have been played in normal mode, but rookie is the standard. Which means you start with 30 missiles and you get more per drops.
There've been a couple gentlemen's agreements along the way of kind of go old school and do normal, but for the most part, rookie mode all the way through makes the early part of the game a tad easier, but nonetheless, here we go. Get hyped. We are ready to enter Artaria, and we are ready to have an amazing race. Good luck to both of these runners. And B-Dog, I'll let you kick us off with some... Yeah, your favorite place is Artaria, so go ahead and kick us off with the beginning part of the climb, pseudos and whatnot as they come up.
All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is going up to Adam and just moseying through the first part of the game. This is all normal, and then we will get to a blob, which we can shoot through a wall to hit in order to skip the first Emmy, which is a tutorial Emmy. So you'll see this blob at the top of this next room. Dang, Ark with the insane mashing.
I know, Ark is he's like almost turbo TAS. Go ahead and pay close attention to the climb here. Look how low the jumps are up on each ledge to save more time by both runners. Sat in particular, very good movement in the early game here. He's barely clearing the ledges, gaining frames over most every runner. Both are pseudos in 4 shots. Take a look at Cloak Pseudo.
So the way these pseudos work is you're basically, when you slide and jump, Samus's arm cannon has weird properties that can clip into a ceiling. So because of that, we can shoot through the ceiling.
Very good Corpius doors. Very good times at Corpius doors. So let's see.
Indeed.
And Ark is going to get amazingly lucky and takes the first sort of RNG luck in the match. He gets head stuck if you complete the first phase while Corpius is spitting. Her head will stick low and you will have free 26 missiles to get out of the second phase. Sat doesn't get so lucky but does get into phase 3 and does have a relatively quick kill into phase 3. But the first RNG portion of the game here goes to Ark. He will take maybe a
7 to 8 second lead.
More? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it is bigger than I thought, definitely. He touches at 2:15 or so. Let's see where he is by the time that Sat touches the platform. Boom. Imagine thinking B-Dog's not right. 7 or 8 second lead. Perfect. And Ark is mashing at an unadulterated rate through these Adam sections. Oh man, look at him go. Sat again. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, B-Dog, but Ark does not use turbo. It just looks like he's using turbo based upon his mashing. Sat does use turbo, but Sat is only using technically human ability of turbo. He's not weaving missiles. He's not doing any of the things, any of the stuff that turbo would really allow you to do to have any sort of big time save. So it is relatively even though they have 2 different controllers.
Yes, that is correct. So the speed at which the turbo is capped at is at a point where most people could get to. Oh, Arkandy failing the first... What is he doing?
Oh, what was he doing? Uh-oh.
So this trick is called water slope skip?
Water butt?
I'm not sure what the...
Yeah.
The SpeedGaming friendly name is here, but...
Judy skip! There you go.
Yeah, Judy skip, yes. Basically, the way that trick works is when you hold aim, you can jump off a slope for 1 frame. You can jump off a slope on any frame, but that 1 frame is what matters the most because that will get you the furthest distance. And the cloak is just to make it so that you travel less after jumping, so that it's much easier.
All right, so let's.
And then.
Oh, go ahead.
exiting the Emmy zone, they did a trick called water platform skip, which you just do a wall jump in melee and you're fine. It's really easy.
So, kind of a big time swap there for Artaria with the struggles that Ark had on Jehudi Skip. He lost. He was about 7 seconds ahead. By the time they touched charge, they both got platform skip first try. It had essentially fully flipped. Now, Sat was 7 seconds ahead. So Sat hits both the tricks first try, has largely the same movement, but makes up essentially about 15 seconds there, and now takes the 7-second lead as they go into the second climb. I believe both got the E-Tank. They did. Both got the Artaria E-Tank. And they will complete the second climb here and be on their way to...
Movement's just too good, Ross. It's too good. We're being spoiled by this.
I know. I'm watching, I'm learning as I watch, even though I've watched all this before and I've tried to done it, and my movement just is not that good. But this is why they are in the winners finals here, because of not only the ability to do the tricks, the ability to move in every section of the game, and then ultimately the ability to just land all the runs. When they get on pace, they can finish the runs, and that's why they are really 2 of the 5 best runners, in my opinion, throughout all the categories they run, if not 2 of the 3 best runners. So yeah, about an 8-second. Oh, we have audio. I can report to chat that B-Dog and Ross right now have audio. So now our hype level went to an 11.5 from a 10 out of 10. All right.
We're going to be coming up to another skip called Magus Skip. This is basically water platform skip, which we saw earlier, but a little bit tighter. I believe they're both going to be going for the setup-less version. There's a setup you can do with a melee on the ground that auto-times the jump so that you don't have to worry about, well, timing the jump.
I'm sat up to it, and I believe you're right. Oh,
Ooh, he missed the setup-less.
And then he goes into the default setup. So,
second try.
Yeah. If
Very
Ark
solid.
Can get it first try, saves probably 2 seconds maybe. Oop, he bonks. He's going to have to go into default setup, which he misses. He does get it third try, so struggled a bit. Probably lost maybe a second or 2 there to Sat. So really a solid time so far by both runners. Sat in particular having a pretty strong Artaria after having to go to phase 3, and Corpius has played pretty cleanly since there.
Now I'm curious, is he gonna greed for the plant kill, or will he take it safe and slide under?
Let's watch. Here we go. I don't think so. You think he's? Let's see. I think he's gonna. Oh, he does.
Oh, he's jumping over.
B-Dog with the call.
Let's see what Arkandy does.
Yeah, let's see.
Ooh, Arkandy got a much better start.
He should be good, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
wow, that looked. Did it? Maybe that looked very odd, almost like he stopped for a second, or maybe his stream lagged. But it looked like he was kind of just standing there for a second.
No, he just forgot to slide. Happens sometimes.
You know, sometimes you gotta slide, right? All right, so now they will make their way to really the last trick in Artaria. It's going to be a damage boost to skip a platform that you generally have to wait as it takes you across the last portion of Artaria. I always want to say level, but these aren't levels. Little bonk, skip the missile. They won't need to pick up multiple missiles in this route on rookie mode as they start with 30. So. I would imagine there will be no trouble for each on the damage boost leaving Artaria, and I probably just cursed them, so.
Let's see.
First part good. So that should be good. Yep.
Nice. We have one runner past the deboost. The way this deboost works is basically you're just ignoring the flies, except for the third one, and you're using the melee to bring it up higher so that you can...
no.
Arkandy having some trouble.
Oh, and it's in a bad position. He has to melee it back.
Very good backup, though. Yeah. Very, very good backup.
So even right there, you can see the difference between these top tier runners and maybe kind of like your middling tier runners. Ark has the backup, understands exactly what it needs to do, doesn't panic, shoots the 2 bats, waits for the other bat to come into range, melees it left, and then goes right back to the setup, knows when it'll essentially dive at him so he can take the boost off. So turns a rough situation to a smooth backup to not lose that much time to Sat, who already has, I would assume now, probably maybe a 15 to 20 second lead. Let's see. 9:33, Sat touches the last Adam he will speak to, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes, this is the last Adam we will talk to. Sorry, Adam, but we don't want to talk to you after the 4th time.
9:33.
Roughly 20 seconds of difference.
Yeah, 20-second lead.
So this lead can easily evaporate in this area alone, as there are 2 very volatile tricks. But first, we'll have another deboost. This is called Super Boost.
We'll watch Sat enter here. It's going to destroy some bats and melee off this wall. Or, excuse me, free aim off that wall.
Very well executed.
I believe Ark does the melee strat there.
Yes, Arkandy does a slightly different strat. We'll see it here in a bit. Sat is also coming up to the Hell Run. Since he has 1 tank, this should be no problem for him. Yep, there you go. You see Arkandy's melee strat.
Ark does get the super boost with the melee, and Sat, like you said, no problem is exiting the Hell Run there. Should be no problem for Ark as well. Things changed a little bit. Oh, Sat gets solid RNG and he's through. This used to be done in the top level with only the singular E-tank you start the game with, so it used to be much tighter, but now for these runners it's essentially free, so.
Yes.
Let's get through it. 11-10 touch. Let's see about the RNG for Ark. He gets solid RNG. He'll have to slide under there, but he's fine. Oh, oh, oh! He grabbed the ledge. Is the Emmy in the room?
Nope, he's fine. Alright, let's see. Will Sat go for Hell Pseudo? He is.
Here we go.
Alright. So here's another slide jump pseudo. He gets it 2nd try. Wow.
Second try. Very solid. He
that
wiped
is
his
a
brow.
very, very difficult trick.
Yeah.
The trick saves 8 seconds.
Ooh, Ark with a nice little weave fall. I'm imagining Ark probably goes for it as well. He's charging a shot.
Yes.
He is going for it.
Arkandy is the one who found the trick.
And he is...
3rd try.
Ooh.
That's good enough.
3rd try. Yep, he'll be okay.
That still saves time.
Only loses maybe...
Alright, and we have
Go ahead.
a very big trick coming up called Adam Skip. It saves 2.5 minutes. We're going to be wall jumping up walls and doing a very odd motion with the melee to gain some speed off of a ceiling slope. Let's see how it goes for Sat.
Sat's
First try, very good.
Sat's good for sure. Yep, on 1 try.
For these runners, Adam Skip will likely take less than 5 attempts every single time. They are both very, very confident at it.
Very shocked if we were going more than 5 tries for either here. Comes Ark. Good, good. Oop, that one's not gonna work. Ooh. Nope. Ooh, oh, he's meleeing a little too early. That's good.
3rd try. Alright. I didn't curse them.
You didn't? Nope, we were good. I won't say anything for that trick later, but on the standard tricks that we've been doing now for months, for more than months really, definitely some confidence for both of these players. Get the button pseudo for Ark, and can't see them struggling much at the pseudos or Adam Skip or backdoor flash. Should all handle those pretty well. Now the reverse sort of Adam method there. Sort of Adam Skip, the reverse. And Sat is rolling. Sat is on a really solid pace right now. Ooh. Ark coming behind, making up. It's the melee. He'll melee over here. He jumps, opts to not melee over the Emmy. Doesn't want to save those frames, nor do I.
That is the last E-Tank Sat will be getting in the run, I believe. We are going to tank from here on out. Alright, just making our way through the end of Catarus.
Sat gonna have a really solid platform. Oh, it's a wall jump. Unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Minor mistake. These next few minutes are very chill, thankfully. After doing two tricks that can easily lose you several dozens of seconds.
So Sat touched at 14:30 on platform. Guess his arc's gonna be about 25 seconds behind. 30 maybe. Yeah, about 25. So yeah. So about 25 seconds behind, leaving Catarus or Catarus. Who knows what Mercury Steam was going for there? I'm sure B-Dog, you know the pronouncement. I'm sure.
Well, Adam pronounces it as Catarus, so therefore, that is the correct pronunciation.
I'm not sure I've ever heard Adam speak, so let's go. Right? Slope climb.
Sat getting a very clean DCA. Don't ask what it stands for.
I don't know. That's the first time I heard that acronym, but you know, speedrunning and acronyms hand in hand. Very solid movement section here. Sat does it optimally, destroys the little spinning swords as they are, whatever they are called, rather than jumping over them, so saves the frames there.
Yes.
Now, Sat going to turn the lights on.
Arkandy also getting a very clean slope jump there.
Oh, gets RNG'd out of the breakable blocks there. You hate to see it. Interested to see the movement here. So, just a few small movement bobbles right now for Ark in all these sections, compared to just relatively clean movement across the board here for Sat.
Yeah, Sat is on a very good pace right now.
Yeah.
This is just a super solid pace.
Yeah.
I don't have much more to say.
Really, the only major, and it's not major, right? It's the only kind of time loss you can see really is, aside from some ledge grabs, just the three-phase Corpius.
Ooh. Sat going for a D-boost there, but pressing L too early. L extends your hitbox down so that you can get hit by the bat, but he did it slightly too early, unfortunately.
He did get the D-boost, just not the one he wanted. The D-boost back to the same platform he jumped from, so.
That is true.
Yeah. So he's a success on all the D-boosts so far, just one of them in the wrong direction. Good for him.
Let's see if Arkandy goes for it.
It's like Ark will have some odd new way to do it. He doesn't, he just does the coyote. Pretty solid section for both. A few grabs, the D-boost in the wrong direction, but other than that, pretty strong movement for both. Take a look at the chat. Sonic says DCA. He knows the acronym. Sonic, a legendary community member. He actually was the one who discovered Adam Skip. So cheers to him.
Yep. Unfortunately, the first method found was not very fun to do in a run. But thankfully, we have a setup.
That's a really good way to describe it. It was not fun to do in runs. As they traverse through here, I think I said this on the last stream, but little history: when Adam Skip was found, because of how difficult there was really no setup, because of how difficult it truly was when people were learning it in the beginning, setupless. It was thought that, well, if you can get it within a minute, you've done an amazing job, and then maybe once in a blue moon you'll get it first or second try. And look how far it's come, where now the runners are simply expected to get it within the first 3 to 5 tries at the top level. So came a long way.
All right, let's see what Green Emmy Kill Sat goes for. Sat did message me about a different one earlier, so I'll see if he goes for it. Oh boy, I think he might.
Here we go.
So right now, okay, no, he's going for Professor Stupid. This is the fastest possible Green Emmy kill.
It's gonna be
it saves roughly a second over just standing up on the top platform and killing it, which I believe is what Arkandy will do.
Oh,
Yes, Arkandy is doing it.
oh, Lord, that was a little bit of a bobble there. Now he's going for, yes, standard
Yes.
Ross speedrun method here. Very safe. We are not losing a run over 2 seconds, Ross says. And done. So Sat will leave the Emmy kill here, saves time on the backside as he's not up on the top platform. Makes some, I'm assuming, some very solid morph movement. Skips the missile again, doesn't need it, rookie mode. Very strong tunnel movement. And yeah, like you said, B-Dog, just oop, 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 oop. We're bonking. Oh, he does get that missile for safety. That was an, it's the 10. It would be the one you would get, I suppose. Interesting.
Oh, I know why. It's because he's not weaving on Ravenbeak. That's why he's getting it.
Oh, you're right.
He needs those 50 missiles to get through phase 2 without having to mash.
Yep. Yep. And so that would be the
Which
one
I believe Arkandy will skip it.
because he will weave.
Yes.
Manually, obviously. Very clean movement.
Arkandy getting a clean room.
Yeah, gets the first cycle. So Ark probably saves roughly 6 seconds, I'd say, in that room with the clean movement and skipping the missile.
That sounds about right. We're coming up to Varya Climb. This is a very difficult section to do well. Also, real quick, one thing I forgot to mention earlier, the reason why we're slide morphing here is because there is a blinking white portion of the map. If you slide in a tunnel anywhere where there's a blinking white portion on the map, you will activate a hidden item tutorial, which will tell you what hidden items are. But we can avoid this throughout the entire game if we are careful with where we slide.
Yeah. How much time does it save? It's a 4, 5, 6 second time save, the item tutorial over the full run?
I believe optimally it's about 5 to 6 seconds saved.
There's a couple of tight ones mentally, I would say, that you have to kind of just simply...
That going for a different strat there and missing it. If you morph shot while holding slightly upright, you can hit both of those blocks. I think Arkandy will also do it.
One of these really strong optimized strats that kind of the top level runners are the only ones going for at this point. They're saving frames here. So we'll see
what how Arkandy does. Yep, he gets it.
Ark very well. So Ark seems like he's... Yes, kind of feels like Ark's settling in a little bit right now. Against some of the early bobbles with the movement. And Sat's had a few more bobbles over the last like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So Ark's going to pick up some time in multiple rooms just via movement, no tricks included. So let's see where they're at now. So at 14 and Sat losing his mind over a ledge grab. We've been there before. And let's see, a 14 platform. Oh, little bobble there. So still
24 seconds about.
24 seconds, so a little bit of bobbles, but Sat has essentially maintained a good portion of that lead. I guess a little bit goes back to the Emmy kills.
Yes, of course. We are coming up to Kraid, which is the second major boss. I would consider any major boss that is a unique boss. This fight can go very bad very quickly if you miss too many shots or miss your wall jumps. Sat will be doing charge missiles at the start of this fight. You might have also noticed he did it at the start of the morph central unit. This saves a couple seconds over the run to do it on 3 bosses. And in the second phase, he will be doing a strat called single wall jumping. He's not doing the charge missiles.
He's doing missile pelting. And he does get good RNG. And actually finishing up with charge missiles. Kind of an interesting use of both the strats there.
See, getting 4 jumps on the single wall jump. Very solid.
Let's see, sort of get some Good RNG. Remember, he has the extra missiles, so missiles will certainly not be a problem for him in phase 2. And gets a swipe. Doesn't go into the animation. A very solid phase 2. Arc appears to be struggling a bit.
Arc is not getting good RNG.
Yeah, bad RNG.
Dang.
And Arc
getting a slightly worse single wall jump climb.
Ooh,
Let's see. Starting off with a punch, that can be dangerous.
That's not good, because now he needs missiles. He's gonna get a swing now.
He's fine.
Okay, good. So now he will level Kraid with missiles. A little bit slower than the SM Kraid fight.
A little.
A little bit, you know. Give us timing. How much slower is it? And I asked you to do
20
math
seconds?
reply. I'm sorry for that. There you go. All right. Sat takes. I believe Sat took a drink of soda there. The chat can check me on that. I believe it was soda. Shout outs to Batabun in the SMB1 spliced fake speedrun there. So, who knew Batabun would make a reference in a Metroid Dread tournament? So, it takes all kinds. All right. Die run here for Sat. He is rolling through a little morph tunnel action there. And
this is the part of the game where we get to fall asleep because there's so many door transitions.
All right, so we are going left as a shock to no one. We will unveil that they will be going left and they will be going to a trick later on in the run.
Yes.
We'll discuss a bit later. We have
Sat getting good RNG.
Yep. Doesn't have to worry about the Emmy in that room. Gonna do an infinite
Doing
wall
another
jump
single
there.
wall jump.
Manny is correct. I did not see a pizza there as well, so is he a true gamer? He hasn't morphed into the full gamer mode yet until the pizza arrived. I believe, knowing Sat a little bit, Domino's is his pizza of choice. I may be wrong. He can correct me later. And another room with the lights off. Interesting strategy, my Mercury Steam, to have these unlit rooms. And Arc gets the bad RNG, but does traverse
dealt with it well. You do want to get seen there, as when you get seen by the speed Emmy, he starts to go slower.
Irony.
I don't know why.
You would think if it's an enemy of Samus and she sees him, or she sees her, she would then run faster, but she says, I've seen you, Samus. Now I'm going to allow you to flee, even though my intent is to catch up to you. Very interesting stuff. I do love this movement here in this section. The melee to morph. One. Very good. Very smooth by Sat there. Chat says he's shy. He gets a little startled. That could be true. Maybe sees Samus for the first time and is a little bit shy. So. All right. It's the slide.
Also, all I'm thinking about is the one trick. I can't stop.
Don't think about it. We can't. We'll talk about it. We will make the pact that we will begin talking about the trick as we head to grapple.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Chat, you hold us to it. If we mention the trick one more time after this, gonna have to probably permaban us from the stream. And this kind of looks like a mechanical being herself. Mindstormer with an interesting observation there. I like it. And Keiku is talking about some sort of trick in chat. Unclear as to what he's referencing there. And let's go. About 30 seconds, I believe, right now. So Sat has opened up a fair lead in the early portion of the game here. Go ahead. If you want to, B-Dog, you can talk about Berenia 1 here and what trick they'll be entering. Both of them will be coming up on.
Alright, so coming up here, you'll notice that they aren't going through that grapple block there because they didn't get grapple, as the fastest route in this game, or in this category rather, has us getting grapple later, but the standard route that we used to do used to get grapple early because it saved time here, and there was no other reason to get it later. But yes, we are going down to a trick called backdoor flash. Because we don't have grapple, we don't get to take a shortcut that gets us to flash shift much, much quicker. So, in order to save time, we have to do some bomb jumps at a flash gate, which can be pretty tricky if not
Rhythm's off.
in practice well. So Sat is coming up to it very quickly, with a very clean movement on the way, for sure.
Here we go.
Alright.
First try for the boys and girls. One. That's tough. Nope, he's going to struggle with that one. This one, too.
Oh, no.
The bombs are too close. This one should be good, I would think. Oh, the rhythm is off. This is not good. He is in, and when you get in this sort of, this should work. Good, okay.
Okay, oof.
With that trick, as I'm assuming most runners in the chat who do it know, when you lose rhythm, or it essentially just kind of starts to go poorly, you tend to rush, and it can be very difficult. If you don't get a first, second, third try, then you just kind of start to rush it, and then all of them can go poorly. So Ark comes up to it next. Fingers crossed that Ark has a good attempt. This looks to be good. Oh, he falls off as well. This is going to be tough, too.
Oh, no. They're both having rough backdoor flashes. Okay, Arkandy getting it in 3 attempts. Alright, so Sat is going for the Berenia pseudos here. Now, let's see. Yep. So he's going for a pseudo that was found yesterday by Arkandy, right here to hit the left blob, rather than doing the pause buffers on the left side like we used to. This saves a bit of time over what we used to do, and is significantly easier, in my opinion.
You love to see it. A strat comes out a day ago or so, 2 days ago maybe, and we're implementing it ASAP.
Ark deciding to do left side first.
This is kind of like a dealer's choice. Which one do you want to go with first?
Yes, I don't know what the time difference would be, as I did do a comparison. However, that comparison wasn't very good. So,
all right. So, very
opting to do a water bomb jump up. If you interrupt a bomb jump underwater that's on the ground, by unmorphing while you're in the air, you will be able to bomb jump basically wherever you want in the water, but only one time.
This Emmy is no problem for both of these runners on this route in particular. You just do 3 flashes and spin, fall down, and the Emmy will always go left. So, a couple of benefits from this route. One of them showing itself there. Sat is doing the charge missiles, as B-Dog talked about before. It takes 7 very solid charge missiles there. And B-Dog, in this room, how much does that save over the standard kill?
That saves roughly 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a pretty big deal. Even if you miss a couple, it's still faster.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Sat going for the regular kill. Because it is the fastest and the easiest. Weirdly enough, the most scary Emmy, in theory, happens to be the easiest to deal with when you kill it.
I'm looking for those strats. I need tougher strats that lose time.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for in my
That's what speedrunning is about.
Yes.
That's swag running.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the most difficult strat that loses the most time, and then I'm maining that for the people. All right, so Ark comes out, does an extra flash there.
Ark actually waiting for the speed Emmy to be a little bit farther so that he can kill them over this gap. The way Emmy deaths work is that they basically Samus gets teleported to where the Emmy died, with a couple exceptions, but in general, where the Emmy died, that's where Samus is going, and it will go to the nearest ground. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, he skips it.
Sat going for the Sonic Orochi strat here, where you... Ooh, getting a slightly bad spark, but still saving time. This saves roughly 40 frames, because he's going to break those blocks later. That is a very difficult strat to do, though. It might look easy and simple, but there's a lot of ways that it can go wrong.
Ark now behind in the same section. We'll be doing essential. Ooh, this is not going to work. He's going to miss that spark, and he's going to have to recharge, and he's going to have to ball spark up here. We'll lose a maybe 2 or 3 seconds there. He opts to skip the tank. I'm going for the same strat here, and he does get it.
Gets it even better because now he's on the ground instead of slightly higher in the air.
True. Mini optimization. All right. We can now talk about a trick coming up. B-Dog, would you like to take this one? I'll let you take it if you'd like.
All right, so this is the trick coming up is called short boost. The trick itself isn't particularly difficult. However, the application of this trick can be volatile, since we will be doing it halfway into a cold room, meaning we will be taking a lot of damage while we're doing the trick. This trick can easily lose both of these runners' minutes if they are having a bad day.
Yeah. And we all hope.
And we will see it in about a minute. This is.
Okay.
Here we go.
I did watch both of them. Well, B-Dog and I both watched both of them practicing. And both of them did appear to be in a very solid groove with the trick. But that being said, we are in a grand final winners. We are in a winners bracket final right now. The reality of this trick is it is extraordinarily tight, and with pressure and in a run like this, even if practice goes well, anything can happen. So good luck to both of these runners. Sat's going to be coming up to it first. He will be doing one trip, which means he will be essentially getting up to the platform and going for short boost. And then here we go.
Yes. So the way this works is you're doing a backflash 6 tiles away from either a ledge or a wall.
It should work. Yes.
Sat getting it second try. Very, very solid.
And Sat can now breathe. Unbelievably solid. First backflash. Yeah. First backflash too short. He regrouped, went back in the room, one more try, and then stuck the landing.
Yes.
And he is.
The way the trick. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, you can see Sat on the left there is very happy he does not have to visit the doctor right now. His heart is beating again, and he is probably just very, very excited on the pace he's on. The fact that he's
Arkandy getting first try.
Oh, and not to be outdone, and he'll go into the wow. And the excitement and the hype was for a reason. These runners now basically both putting on an absolute show. They've navigated the hardest trick in this run. And I can see chat in my peripherals exploding. So here we go. Now it is movement and bosses essentially the rest of the way out. So
yes. I believe they are roughly 30 seconds apart right now, but that can easily change with a few mistakes on either side.
And now Ark has very low health. He's going to have to farm a little bit here. And he knows.
Yes, I believe you need at least 37 health to get through the second cold run.
Yeah, if your optimal movement out. Okay, so let's see if I can get a timing when Sat leaves. Okay, so 37:20 is when he got back to the platform there. So let's see, 37:20. And Sat is dancing to some sort of music, I can assume. Or maybe he's dancing to no music and he's just actually dancing for the stream. Both would be great. And Ark is rolling. Up Spark. Let's see. Sonic says looks like 37 seconds. It was 27. Oh, no, we're waiting for the exit. I think Sonic is right. Yes, Sonic is very accurate. It's about 37 seconds, so.
I am so glad both of them got short boost quickly because we don't want a repeat of my match.
We do not. We do not speak of that.
No.
But no, amazing run so far by both. This is what we wanted to see. Everyone has it in the back of their mind. They just like to see a run on this level where both runners get past short boost with just no carnage, right? And then we can truly see how it pans out the rest of the way. So we're there, and now we can watch movement, bosses, some RNG the rest of the way, and see which one of these runners takes down this win.
Yes. So currently, Sat is actually roughly 20 seconds ahead of the world record. I would just like to mention. So he is on a very, very good.
Oh, an up.
I shouldn't have spoken.
That
should not have spoken.
That was largely had nothing to do with Sat and only can be attributed to B-Dog.
Ooh,
So
Sat almost triggering the flash gate there.
he was so close to that. So,
Oh my gosh. Of course, I have to say something.
I don't want to curse him as well, but I will say this. I was talking to another streamer last night in his chat. Shoutouts to Grubdog, who's actually in the Silver Brackets Winners Finals, I believe, next week. And I did tell Grub that I thought Sat was going to get on world record pace in this run. So we're here now, so we can say it because he is on that pace past short boost, so it is a real run now. So
Yes.
and Ark really not that far behind, right? We're maybe 30, 35 seconds behind. So Ark is certainly on 108 pace, which would be PB for him, obviously. So
Runners are both on a very good pace.
Yeah.
Also, we just skip by an entire boss because it's not really a boss when you have screw attack.
Yes. Used to Shine Spark, now we just screw attack him away. So some solid movement in this section. See some flash shifting. You'll see a speed boost tech right here. Where Sat's going to jump now and likely bounce to the right. He's going to get the whole chain. And then a little bit of a newer-ish flash chain here. You'll see a slide coyote to... Ooh, there you go. And very smooth out
cleanly.
there. Yeah.
Getting the hole in one.
Shoutouts to Tiger Woods. So for Sat knows what pace he's on, obviously. Very knowledgeable about the game, and passed the hardest trick in this run. So and Ark gets the whole carry too there. Oh wow! Oh Ark, look at Ark getting the entire speed keep there.
It is worth mentioning that it is faster to end with flash shifts there, but that does look cooler.
It does, yeah. It's what we talked about earlier. Harder strat loses some frames, but the people like to see it.
Yes.
And who are we if not entertainers as streamers and speedrunners? So,
all right, we have a very exciting section coming up. Two speed boosts that can be, or two speed links that can be very difficult. This is the first one. Sat gets it. That one saves 3 seconds, and then that one saves 5 seconds. Let's see if he goes for the full thing. No. And he's going to be doing flash fit.
Doesn't lose time actually there, so good for him.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Ooh, the jump. And times those slash perfectly, no bonk there.
I'm going to be doing Drog skip. He's going to be slide turnaround and shooting into the wall. It is exactly how it looks.
Wow.
So very clean Berenia 2 from Sat. And Arkandy off with a...
Oh
no! That's the one you don't want to miss.
That is certainly the one you do not want to miss. You're right, because that's the one where you have to slowly roll your way through the tunnel. So, ooh, movement. Some movement issues here in Berenia 2 here for Ark.
Getting the flash shift past that beam. That is a very tight flash shift.
So let's hope that he has solid pseudos and solid climb here. 2.
Yep.
Very strong. Alright, so very strong exit for Ark. Even gets the last flash in there at the end. Ooh. And now another one of the bots for Sat. He will make short work of it, actually even shorter work.
Ark or Sat finding a new D-boost, and
oh
no!
Going. And then he gets door stopped. He will Shine Spark and go right into a flash screw attack here. And Sat's breaking new ground. He's on world record pace, and he kind of says, I'm going to just throw in some new D-boost strats. So, interesting stuff. So.
I have never seen someone get knocked that far from that enemy.
And
that was wild.
His mouth is still open. I think he's probably still thinking about how far he got bonked there. And he does.
See how Arkandy does in this section.
I like that. That's a lose time to save time. I do love that strat by Ark there. The carries the full speed keep into the room, stores it right on top of the robot. So very strong. 44 at fanfare for. That's a lot of Fs. 44 at fanfare for satorha. Ark opts not to grapple descend there. And let's see where he's at here by the time he catches these missiles that you certainly need to traverse the run. They are super in some way, I suppose.
Yes.
44, 54, 64, 74. So I can't hear his gameplay, but it's about 30 seconds, roughly. So they are still relatively close going into the last 20 some odd minutes of the game, 24, 25 minutes. I think that math is right. I hate doing math on the fly. This is why we have iPhones and calculators, my friends. All right, and does Ark get 4 or 5 here? 1, 2, 3. Goes for the 4. Gets 4 flashes in that room.
Doesn't get the flash if he wants to, though. He wants to land on that platform, not grab the ledge. Alright. Coming up is Elon. This section used to be one of the worst sections in the speedrun because there was a very realistic chance you could crash in any room for seemingly no reason. Fortunately, this crash was fixed on the 2.0 patch of the game.
Thank you, Ed. Ed has it as exactly 30 seconds, confirming my terrible math. And Sat gets through the RNG room fairly well. And now is going to flash in. And he's going to grab his plasma beam. So we are... Oh, a little bobble there with the left wall jump for Ark.
Ark going for a diffusion shot on that door.
Oh, Sat misses the speed keep.
Oh,
and now
no.
He's struggling a little bit. He's going to flash over the enemy there. And going to have to melee this door gatekeeper. Clearly, I know all the names of the enemies in the game. Sat
they have some weird name. I don't know what it is.
I could barely learn the speed run, so I figured I don't need to know the names of the enemies. And Sat is getting unbelievable RNG here, and he does get perfect RNG.
Yep, this is perfect RNG. You want this this Chozo to stay on the ground the entire time. Ark getting the speed keep, so he's going to be using this Shine Spark to kill the Idor, which in previous game was called the Ghidorah, but in this game it is called something different. Arkandy is weaving on the Chozo.
So he's making up time on first phase. He got the same RNG that's Sat. Let's pray for second section. It's going to get a jump, but since he's weaving, he will mitigate some of that time loss. And he should. Oh wow, that was
a really fast second phase.
That was a very good kill. So he should make up some time there. He should make up some time in the full section because he got the speed keep, didn't have to melee the door, and then gets I would say a slightly faster kill, even though Sat did get better RNG. They'll go for the quick spark door open here. And
we have the hardest strat in the game coming up right here for Sat.
Yep. For Sat,
he gets it perfectly.
He gets it, ladies and gentlemen. Some clapping, if you can hear that on audio. Let's go.
Can we get a pog?
And then let's see. Now we have a 27-second count, so it's getting closer, relatively. And
we have a big speed keep right here. I think this is the longest speed keep in the game. Ooh.
Oh, he loses
Sat getting bad RNG and screwing up the speed keep.
And
but he gets through just fine.
Yeah, that one's not too tough. You can pretty much get there on most patterns. So, but we'll lose some time if Ark can get the whole speed keep.
Yes. And Sat doing another water bomb jump here.
Now doing it. Oh
my gosh.
That is playing Ark loses it as well, but his is in a better spot to lose it if you're going to lose it somewhere. So now he can finish the whole... gets a level box there. Okay.
Ark going for a very spicy speed keep.
Yeah. He goes for the block speed keep.
Ooh, those wall jumps were cool looking. I wonder if those are faster.
I'm taking notes. Get out your notepad, B-Dog. We need to talk about this later. Oh, Ark goes for the optimal climb too. Gets it. And
let's see. Okay, both players getting good RNG going into
no! Ark does not store the spark. He's gonna have to try to get it in the room. He does get it first try. Oh lord. And now he's struggling a bit with the patterns in the room, and now he's getting bonked. He's not gonna be able to activate the screw.
This is no.
Time loss. So that
is very
yeah.
unfortunate.
If you release flash too early and spin, you can be too far away to catch the central unit. That's a legitimate time loss there, unfortunately. Tough to count it up in full, but
Oh my gosh.
That feels like 15 seconds or more. Oh, probably more actually, because the spark plus the... Oh, Lord. So we're seeing some mistakes that we generally would not see from either one of these runners, although still on great paces. Some of the mistakes they're making are just ones that they're going to say, I haven't made that mistake in months. I would attribute that to the stakes of this match, personally, and the pressure of it. So
I believe Arkandy is 45 seconds behind Sat now. This is going to be a very difficult lead to recover. Sat will likely have to make a massive mistake somewhere.
If you factor in their PBs and their late game against the time that he already has over him, I would agree that there will have to be a legitimately major mistake, a death, something to Golzuna. RNG alone and movement probably won't be able to stem this tide, so...
Oh, Arkandy going for this,
is he gonna do the ball?
this ball spark. That ball spark doesn't save time, but it is cool looking.
It is. I'm very happy that we're seeing some of these because I meant it when I said it. Lose time.
I'm foiling all of Arc strats because I know they're faster or not. Alright, let's see how Sat... Oh no! Let's see how Sat does with early gravity. This puzzle can trip people up sometimes.
This can
Against
be a
the store on the blocks.
Mess. He's gonna be safe. Yes.
Alright, he's good.
Okay.
Oof, thank God.
And Park does have it at 47 seconds, just like the timing you had, B-Dog, so...
Yeah, he does the blobs here.
Not
quite God blobs, but those were very good blobs.
I'd say he got heavenly blobs. Not God, but did get heavenly. Just one RNG short of perfection, so...
Yes. Alright, let's see how Arkandy does.
I have never gotten perfect blob RNG there. Maybe it's because of my gameplay. And
Arkandy getting a clean early gravity.
Right.
I didn't want to jinx it there.
Yeah. You have that power as a commentator, so... Alright. This section can be a tad tricky if you were to activate screw attack on the blocks, but I imagine there'll be no trouble for each of the runners. He gets the missiles. Again, remember, no weaving on Ravenbeak at the end, so those 10 packs are needed. So Sat will go into the double bots here, and he'll get on that top platform, stay in the middle, and likely just fire diffusion bullets through both of them. Gets bad RNG, but he handles it completely well with the blue melee up front and makes short work of them, and spins for the people in the chat. And
it's unlocking his unrestricted memories.
Yeah, can we get the skew? Pace for Sat right now, I would imagine he's even with world record pace.
Oh, Arkandy going for the missile skip there.
Oh, he did. Ooh.
Now, going with less than 40 missiles into Ravenbeak is a very big gamble, because in Phase 3, it's very easy to run out of missiles if you don't get either a sun or a counter as the first attack.
Ark gets the worst RNG he can get.
Getting 2 blue melees, but dealing with it very, very well.
Extraordinarily well.
Yes.
Able to stay on the top of the platform and handle the fight essentially as well as you can with that sort of RNG. So, all right, breath hold moment for chat of our best friend here, 3 Spark Golzuna.
All right, Golzuna, it speaks for itself. Imagine Sat and Arkandy will have no issues with Golzuna.
Oh, that was a close third one, but he'll be fine. All right, everyone breathes.
All right,
Quick Spark diagonal, and we are out. So, currently 37. Go ahead.
Yes, currently Sat is still 3 seconds ahead of the world record. Okay. So still in extremely solid pace. Cross bombs being weird.
And he's going for the normal hope that the cross bombs work, not going for the screw flash love. And Ark is doing a different version of Golzuna, but
No, he's doing the same thing, just with a wall jump. For fun.
okay.
Oh!
Oh no!
No!
Oh, he's in a lot of
this
trouble
is
now. He can't
this
take
is
any
really
damage.
bad.
He's got to get out of there now. He can't take any damage.
Yeah.
So he's gonna lose a legitimate amount of time here, and there's gonna be a turn, so he has to triple flash over, and he's.
Oh
This
no!
is gonna be tough too. Oh. So.
Ooh.
So.
Oh no!
This is the spark, and he's not. Oh,
That is rough. That is really rough.
Yeah, he is easily over a minute behind now.
Yes.
So. You're a little in shock, to be very honest. And again, I think it just truly speaks to what's on the line here in this race, and it can happen. It can happen to me when nothing's on the line. In my stream at night, nothing's on the line at all, and I'll do it. So can't imagine just the pressure of being in this race right now. And I believe Sat, if I'm assuming here, but there's a chance he might be watching the restream right now, or maybe he's potentially just watching a morning show in his area. I'm not sure. So
I do not believe it is morning in any part of the U.S.
That is a fair point. Well, it's morning if you went to bed at 4 o'clock like I did last night. So if you think about it in those terms, right? But again, enough about me. All right. So Sat is going to traverse his way down here with some flash shifts, some spin falls. And now
I believe.
Does open the space jump door for later. Go ahead.
Yes, he was trying to speed boost to hit that door a little bit earlier, because for some reason speed boosting and flash shifting there. Oh no! Okay, this is actually bad. He needs to get seen.
Get seen, yeah.
Or he's gonna get okay.
Or he's gonna
cloaked instead.
He's gonna cloak for a minute.
That was very unfortunate.
Yeah. It looked like he struggled a little bit with the original jump when he was trying to bonk the wall, and it kind of threw off the timing a bit. Ooh, he's losing some time here.
Echo pointing out that it is indeed morning in Hawaii, which is part of the U.S.
Wow.
So I was correct. Or incorrect, rather.
I love B-Dog, but I have to ask the question, how does it feel to be wrong, B-Dog? It's the first time.
I don't know. I'm never wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
Never.
Okay, we got
all right. Let's see if Sat goes for 1 round SQ. See? Oh, he's getting a weird... Oh, he tried to go for it.
He tried. He shakes it off and says, I'll just go ahead and
But
quickly.
Still getting a very good 2 round.
Yeah. 57:04. I would imagine my guess is it's over a minute behind.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm going to say 110 is what I'm
Arkandy also getting bad RNG, but thankfully getting seen so that the wave enemy stops in his tracks and isn't flailing around.
Ark's movement is looking very strong right now. There's the grapple climb there. I don't know if it's faster, but it looks cool. And I picked up a little bit of knowledge there. I'm gonna stop doing one of the strats I do because that looked much easier. Thank you, Seth. He's gonna level. He's gonna repeat level.
Arkandy having some trouble with the door.
And I was right. He leveled.
Sat getting a very clean fight.
Oh, our struggle is too low on the spark.
Yes.
Activated it too low.
Oh no. Oh,
be...
wait, he might still have it. Okay, he still got the 2 cycle. Whew.
Needed a cross bomb to get it, but that was literally.
That was that was cool.
How long between storm and space jump generally? We can figure the time. It's synced up perfectly. How long?
Roughly a minute and 10.
So there you go. I don't have to do math. It'll be about a 1 minute 10 second time difference between the runners. Ooh, no flash shift there by Sat. Interesting.
That will be dodging the last of the item tutorials in this room. He goes for a deboost there.
Yeah. So, the moral of the story, Sat has a lot of deboosts that he is doing in this run.
Yeah.
Some of them are losing time. I love to see it.
Debuffs are always faster though. What are you talking about?
All right.
See Ark getting a very clean robot fight.
Favorable pattern. Both stay on and perfect. Sat is now flashing around the room, having some fun with the room. I guess it appears that Ark missed the charge shot earlier to open the space door. So let's get space jump. And correct, he is about a minute and 10 seconds behind. All right.
Sat, this is the third time you've done this. He's baited us with deep blue 3 times. Eventually he's gonna do it.
Here comes the wave, Any.
Alright. This kill is very tight. You can only miss 4 of those little pea shots.
And he looks spot on right now from what I can see.
0 missed shots.
Yeah.
Perfect kill. Killing the wave enemy under an hour. Not many people have done that.
I count
especially
2.
in this category.
I believe it's 2, correct? Maybe 3?
Sure.
I mean, offhand, I'm counting essentially just me and Sat. But I could kill him under a minute or under an hour if I went a different route that he took out like 3 or 4 items. That would be great.
Just do unrestricted.
There you go. Got it. All right. A little bit of movement here for Sat making his way out. If Sat's watching the restream, he certainly understands he has a comfortable lead right now.
Yes, all Sat has to do is not die.
Yeah.
Now that I say that,
yeah. Gonna die
well,
too bad.
let's not make it any worse of a curse.
And it looks like
Arkandy
Ark's
also
gonna
getting a
have
very clean kill.
no trouble here with the Emmy.
Yes.
Slide under, and he's got a little flash shift to get in the corner. Very solid.
Very nice. Roughly a minute and 15 of difference.
So that's about, it feels like about 10 seconds, 15 seconds outside of world record. Is that accurate?
We'll see at power bombs.
Okay. Nice movement there. I love that. I love that speed keep into the morph ball there for the tunnel. Oh, very smooth under the enemy there. Little spins.
The laggiest room in the game right here. So this is the one room where it's actually kind of faster to mash slower. Because you can have your inputs eaten by the lag.
Oh, he's turning around. I think
seems like he did the inputs in a slightly wrong order.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe he felt sorry for the Chozo and was giving him a little bit more time left on the planet, I guess. In any event, takes another sip. It looks like Pepsi. I can confirm it is Pepsi for the chat. It is not a Coke. I do not believe they are both Pepsi or Coke products, though. I may be wrong. Someone correct me. I prefer Coke. Chat, if you could, Pepsi or Coke, please put it in the chat. I'd like to get a poll of the people. I'm assuming Coke will be... B-Dog, what do you prefer?
Neither. I don't drink soda.
Oh! B-Dog goes, it's super door number 3. I see Ace loves the Coke. Fort loves the Coke. Ed goes Dr. Pepper. He likes the 24 flavors. Some Coke. Got some Pepsi. J-Lac comes in with Pepsi. I do see Coke overwhelmingly taking the lead, though, in the grand finals of Pepsi versus Coke chat. So,
all right. So for those who want to know, Sat is currently 1 second behind world record.
Oh, okay. So
actually, now he's ahead because world record did not have any power bombs going into that room. So we will see. Well, no matter what happens, this will be an extremely solid time. All right, let's see. Sat is going for the 2 attack. Oh, but he doesn't get the 3 locks. That's unfortunate. That is roughly a 3 to 4 second time loss over the strat he was trying to go for.
That's interesting. He's
still a very good kill.
Assaulting the gold Chozo here. and he says Pepsi is low tier. Interesting.
So Sat is 3 seconds ahead of world record right now.
Okay.
Let's see if history will be made on this.
How long did Sat hold world record for? Was it 3 minutes?
Yes, 3 minutes.
Uh,
Fortunately, this time there is nobody else running right behind him that can beat his record.
Quick, turn your game on, B-Dog.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, B-Dog has exited the chat in a situation where he feels he has to defend. And Park says the same thing. Better turn on the switch. All right.
Let's see. I believe Arkandy is also going for the 2 attack. And he gets it. That's a very difficult strat. You have to mash very fast for it.
Very strong.
We have Sat coming up to Ravenbeak. This fight can be very RNG heavy. Sat can lose up to 15 seconds realistically, just to RNG. Let's see what he gets in the first phase. Good RNG.
Good RNG first phase. He's happy. The head
and he will be doing 2 lock gold.
What is he doing? What is he doing, Sat? Why was he standing? I assumed he was
what was that?
People.
Oh my gosh.
I assumed he was going to crouch at the last second, and he opted not to crouch. I am in shock. I
have to wonder if that was on purpose. I really do.
No, look at his reaction. He might not finish the run. He might forfeit. That's probably
I don't think so. He's gonna finish the run. That was so weird.
I assumed he'd want to crouch to get off radar, but he chose not to. So.
All right, getting a very clean second phase though.
Yeah. Wow, I think we're all in a tad bit of shock, but.
I think Sat's in the most shock.
Yeah, that will be. Well, but Ark's right behind him. I mean, not right behind him, obviously, but he's entering the fight right now. If anything were to go terribly wrong, it would be. Yeah, he's gonna be okay.
Arkandy not getting the best RNG, unfortunately.
I assume he will crouch though. Oh,
yes.
Oh, we have a little bit of. Oh, okay. He knew where he was.
Okay, Sat having a rough end of the fight, but that's okay. Arkandy getting gold skip. He slid during the. What? Arkandy sliding during the cutscene.
You gotta love it. You got to love it. And look at Ark. This is manual weaving. This is extraordinarily difficult, and he is making it look like he essentially has a turbo controller at points. So
yes,
look at him. Shout out to the boss rush runners and a couple people who are manually weaving. I do it with the turbo controller, and I feel the shame every time I do it. All right, so Sat is going to head to escape here. Ed says, "No shame, buddy. It's legal." He is right. So
it's legal. It's fine.
There you go. And put your guesses in the chat. What do y'all believe Sat will end with? I will start the train. I feel like it's going to be a 108.40. That's my guess. B-Dog, you usually get these right. What do you think, sir?
I'm going to guess 108.35.
Okay. If I'm right, the whole chat owes me a... We'll skip Arc Spark. And maybe Arc will go for Arc Spark. What a mind bender, Dad. What
I believe Arc will be going for both Hyper Keep and Arc Spark.
Oh! So. What in the holy hell?
Sat, what are you doing?
Doing? And Sat is now... He must have heard my prediction, I believe. He is apparently choosing...
Sat! Okay, that was a genuine mistake.
I believe I said...
Okay, Arkandy going for Hyper Keep.
Okay, here we go.
See?
GG's to that man Sat, 108.37. Did anyone call it in chat? It appears multiple runners have called it in chat. Shoutouts to Ed and shoutouts to Park. You can see the admin at the front for your door prize. Massive, massive, massive GGs here to Sat, your winners bracket. Try one more time. Your gold bracket winners final winner. And Sat will now wait till the losers bracket finishes to see who he will face in the grand finals. Ark gets the entire Arc Spark, the
Yes.
swag, and the time save. If I could do that, I would be happier with myself. So, and Ark misses the last one. Insta Spark will finish up with a high 109.3. GG's to both of these runners. Congratulations to both of them for making it into the winners finals, and a massive GG's for Sat for not only an amazing time in any run, a race in particular, but also GG's to him for going undefeated in the winners bracket, showing the consistency that's gotten him multiple world records and just showing how good he is at this game. GG's to Ark for making it to the winners finals and putting on a very amazing show for us as well. And we will try to get them on for the after race commentary. So
Yes.
we have a lot of questions to ask them.
Yes. So Sat finished with a official race time GG time of 108.38, which is 2 seconds off the best race time ever done.
Who got that time?
Somebody with dog in his name. I don't know who.
Oh, okay. It must have been Grub. Okay, perfect.
All right,
Sat,
we have.
I believe Sat
Go.
has joined. Can I hear you, Sat? Can you hear me?
Hello.
There he is. There he is.
I'm just waiting for Ark to hop in here. for
I
a
love
second.
it. I love it. We'll wait for Ark to enter, and then we'll have a conversation about what can only be described as an amazing, amazing match between you two. There
Yo,
he
it's
is.
Ark. Hello.
Ark is here.
Yo.
Can you hear? Everyone's in here? Okay. So I'll start. Just like I just said, massive GG's to both of y'all for making it to the winners finals. Essentially showed your consistency and the top tier ability of both the runners. That's why y'all made it. GG's to both. Massive GG's here to Sat for the finals win. Yeah, thoughts on both of your runs. I'll go to Ark first. Your thoughts on your run, Ark? How do you feel about how it went?
Sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with their I'm fine with losing. Congratulations to Sat. He pulled off a really good time. But
Thank you.
I messed up on some really dumb places that shouldn't have happened. Like Golzuna, 20-something seconds lost to that. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question about those? I said in chat, I'd seen you make some mistakes that I hadn't seen you make in months, right? Do you attribute it maybe to the pressure of the match, or can you put your finger on why some of those did kind of pop up in the run, or your thoughts?
I think I might have been a little tilted due to early mistakes. Like I got a very good Corpius, and then the rest of my Artaria was just trash tier. It was ridiculous. I don't know how long it's been since I did Juhudi skip, like 4th try. It's been forever since I've done it that badly. So yeah, I think after that my Artaria just wasn't good. Like in my practice, nothing went as bad as this Artaria was. So it's just like worst case in a race, really.
A race will sometimes, it's a no reset, right? So a no reset with all that pressure, things can obviously pop up. And Sat, again, GG's to you on the win. How do you feel your run went? I'll ask you some other follow-up questions after, but how do you feel your run went as a whole?
But before I say anything, I want to clear something up about the escape, the end of it. I started like dancing and stuff because I was really angry at not crouching apparently on Red Wave.
Yes.
As soon as I saw that, and as soon as I like evaluated my pace after the Ravenbeak phase 3 death, I knew I was like 3 seconds over, and you can't make that up on escape unless you're like super TAS.
Gotcha.
So at that point, I just started dancing because why not? Celebration, shout out unrestricted. But my run was I still have my splits up, which is nice. So.
Sure.
My Artaria is with the E-Tank, so that the E-Tank loses like 5 to 6 seconds, I think. It would have been an 8:45 without the E-Tank. My best ever without the E-Tank is an 8:34, I think.
Sure.
So it was pretty good. It was unfortunate that I had like a moment on Corpius. I did see that Arkandy got headlock, like a 140 something, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I hit Hellpseudo second try, Adam Skip one try. I didn't miss the second switch. Let me see. Professor Stupid went well. I had 5 golds.
Wow.
On this in this run. And from that point on, the only time losses I had per split were like within the realm of 5 or 6 seconds, which is not bad. Across like here, a split there. Like the mid game though was horrendous. I think that was the worst mid game I've ever played. But besides that, I felt pretty good. I might be joining the 107 grind at some point, given my recent performances.
Yeah.
But at no point during this run did I feel safe. I had the restream open and everything. I had second try short boost, which was fine, and then I saw that arc hit true one trip, like it was nothing. At that point, I started sweating, since I know my mid game is my weakest, and I know my late game is not good.
Sure.
My early game is like the best part of my gameplay. So, GG's to Arc for sure. I'm really unfortunate regarding things like Golzuna. Should never really happen. I don't know what happened on that fight. I was kind of just like side-eyeing it. I think you missed the down right spark and the hitbox on Golzuna said no or something.
Yeah, something like that. I flashed over and then I let Samus drop down pretty much to the floor and then sparked horizontally. I didn't even do the diagonal and still hit the shell.
How does that happen,
I've done that
though?
so many times in practice and that never happened to me, so that's the first.
Yeah, I feel like Golzuna just decided that you weren't gonna get 20 seconds for free like that. I'm so sorry, man. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm okay with this run. I'm glad I put out the. I think a 35 is the best run on stream, which I would have beaten if I didn't dance at the end.
Yeah.
I believe it's actually a 36.
Oh, well, I mean, if I didn't miss the ending spark, I would have gotten it. So the dance is not the problem. It's the mistake at the end.
Top tier run. You were on an insane pace, playing ultra well. The last question I have, and then I'll kick it over to B-Dog to see if he has any, is phase 1. You just thought you were crouched. Is that what happened there? I think
Yes. So I hit down on the stick, and from that, I might have touched like left or right after to stand up. And I was beyond shook. I was looking at my best possible time on my splits at the time. I was like, oh, well, I'm like only 1 second behind. I can make it up with good RB RNG.
Sure.
And then I didn't hear, I didn't hear Ravenbeak like just crouch down for the parry. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold the
Where
phone.
am I?
Yeah, like I was like, wait, did I discover a new glitch or something? And no, I just realized I stood up.
Yeah. Well, no, definitely. Congrats, and honestly, a hell of a run to both of you guys. Was very happy to be able to commentate it. Obviously, the chat was very happy to be able to watch it because you guys both put on a show. I'll kick it over to you, B-Dog. Questions, thoughts, fire away.
All right, Sat. I am very curious. Did you know you were on world record pace at Screw Attack / Quiet Robe?
So I know that. So the thing is, the way that I see it, you know how we had 23 and 24. I was like 20 something seconds ahead of you at Screw. So I know that as long as if I minus 20 from my Screw time, and it's under 36, I'm okay. I know that's pace. I also know that you had an accident on the Quiet Robe split, so another minus like 6 or 7, maybe 8, and then we're good, right? So yeah, I knew I was on record pace. I didn't think I was gonna get it.
You were still 3 seconds ahead of world record at Gold Chozo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I played the best pace ever. All right, I'm joking. Anyway,
So that was why it was even more insane when because we knew where you were at, and then the crouch moment happened.
That's a
was
sad
very
moment.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's genuinely true. There's a term that's been floating around for the last couple of months. Sad moments. Like it's mistakes that
There
only
you
I
go.
would make, and they usually end up in some serious choke.
Yeah.
I've had maybe 12 of those or more over the last like half year. So I guess I did it again. Maybe not next time. I'll fix it next time.
So obviously, Sat will be moving on. Sat will be waiting for the winner of the losers bracket. They will meet in the grand finals. That is a best of 3. I believe that's the one that will be best of 3. So both runners obviously still in the tournament. aside from that, Ark, next for you in Dread, will you continue to grind this category, any other categories, or will you be streaming a different game? Where will you be going moving forward on this one?
I think I'm gonna take a break from Dread after the NMG tournament. I have been grinding this game for a long time and glitch hunting and everything.
Well
and
earned.
I really need a break from this.
Okay. Gotcha. Definitely, everyone in the chat, if you're not following, certainly follow both of the runners. Oh, go ahead, Art. Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say, but it's been fun grinding NMG. After a long time of grinding unrestricted, the categories are different, and there are different strats to think about and do and whatever. So it's been pretty fun doing NMG and like seeing the whole community come together and push the times in NMG further down, because we haven't seen that in a while, I think.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty fun.
Yep, I love the perspective. It kind of started with NMG first, multiple top-level runners pushing it, then it transferred over. Now it's back for the tournament. So, and then Sat, for yourself, I think you acknowledged that there might hit the 107 grind. What's next for you in Dread or other games and streaming? Where are you looking to proceed at?
So there's like 3 things on the list I want to knock going into next year. So number 1, I want to win this tournament. I think I didn't actually expect to be seeded winners grand finals, because at the start of the tournament my short boosting was so horrendously bad, and I think my late game was even worse than it somehow is now, which doesn't make sense. But I've been improving really rapidly in the last month, which is good. So now I'm feeling really confident in that I can win something here. But there is something to mention. I am under no delusion that nobody besides B-Dog and Ark will be in the losers finals in some weeks. And if B-Dog wins, we'll be doing Space Pseudo in grand finals. And if Ark wins, we'll be doing a best of 3 rematching this. So either way is fine. I'm happy with either one, but I want to be either of the 2 and cement myself here as
Champion.
Probably number 1 in NMG, but probably not. Depends. And then after that, I have offered B-Dog to do some like 8-hour grinds for some days to hit 107. And then whoever hits it first, if he hits it first, I don't care. He did great. And if I hit it first, oh well. And then my third goal is I'm gonna start Super Metroid. That's gonna be terrible. But
Nice.
I think B-Dog already knows how bad that's gonna be. Yeah,
I've watched some of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it took me a couple, maybe like 50 something attempts to CWJ across mode. That was great. And then I think I had a moment with like a jump or 2 or 5 or 10 or 20, but it's alright. But yeah, that's my next goal. I'm gonna hit to SM.
Nice.
But in the event that doesn't happen, I'm gonna go for 45 in unrestricted and potentially 43 in legacy.
45.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I just have to play like a TAS.
So, chat, if you're not already following, please go follow both of the runners. They stream, obviously, pretty close to daily or 4 or 5 times a week. Great streamers, great runners of this game and other games. Ark obviously going to try his hand at some other stuff, so go follow him, go watch his streams, go show support. Sat as well, continue with the support for the Dread streams. And then obviously his foray into Super Metroid with B-Dog riding passenger, I'm assuming. So yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming in here and watching the match today and being so hyped about it. Thank both the runners for putting on an amazing show. SpeedGaming, Keiku, everyone who set this up and giving us the opportunity to showcase a great game and a great speed run and some really high-level runners. So I got nothing else. I have to go back to work. B-Dog, you got anything else here?
No, I do not.
All right.
I want to take this moment actually to
go ahead.
thank both of you. I want to thank the both of you for accepting the offer to commentate for today. I really wanted both of you on. So
yeah, this was the match I wanted to commentate. So check out the next matches we still have for the whole tournament. Obviously, we'll wait on this one for the winners' grand finals after the losers bracket runs its course and we get a champion from that. We also have the silver bracket. It looks like Grub and Fortify will play soon in the winners bracket finals for that one. So a lot of good Dread coming here in the next couple weeks. Look to round out the tournament and continue to showcase our great game and the great community members. So
yes,
thank
I believe
you all
there
for
is.
watching. Go ahead.
I believe there is a silver bracket match later today at 9 p.m. EST between Metatron and Greggy.
Nice.
So you can go check that out on
I will
SpeedGaming
not be
2.
commentating that because if I am, then my family will be very mad at me. So, all right, I do have to jump. Thank you guys all again, and I hope everyone has a really great rest of their Friday and a good weekend.
GG's.
GG's.
guys.
See you next mission.
GG's.
Thanks,
Oh,
GGs.
God.